This is The People Do Not Want War Order of the Day to the Red Army by Stalin, May 1st, 1946. 1 year ago, the Red Army hoisted the banner of victory over Berlin and completed the defeat of fascist Germany. Within 4 months after the victorious termination of the war against Germany, imperialist Japan downed her arms. The Second World War, prepared by the forces of international reaction and unleashed by the chief fascist states, ended in a full victory of the freedom-loving peoples. The smash-up and liquidation of the main hotbeds of fascism and world aggression resulted in deep changes in the political life of the peoples of the world, in a wide growth of the democratic movement among the peoples. Taught by the experience of war, the popular masses realized that the destinies of states cannot be entrusted to reactionary leaders who pursue the narrow caste and selfish anti-popular aims. It is for this reason that peoples who no longer wish to live in the old way take the destinies of their own states into their own hands, establish democratic order, and carry on an active struggle against the forces of reaction, against instigators of a new war. The peoples of the world do not wish a repetition of the calamities of war. They fight persistently for the strengthening of peace and security. In the vanguard of the struggle for peace and security marches the Soviet Union, which played an outstanding part in smashing fascism and fulfilled its great mission of liberation. The peoples liberated by the Soviet Union from the fascist yoke received an opportunity of building their state life on democratic principles, of realizing their historical aspirations. On this road, they find fraternal assistance on the part of the Soviet Union. The entire world has had an opportunity to convince itself, not only of the power of the Soviet state, but also of the character of its policy based on the recognition of equality of all peoples, respect for their freedom and independence. There is no reason to doubt that in the future the Soviet Union will be true to its policy, the policy of peace and security, the policy of the equality and friendship of the peoples. Upon the termination of the war, the Soviet Union started peaceful socialist construction. The Soviet people enthusiastically set about peaceful constructive labor, which had been interrupted by the war.